What's going on, YouTube? You know what time it is. Joe Simmer Gaming, back again with some fire. And today I just wanted to make a video on the classes that I run with, the different perks that I use, and my controller settings, and why I have the same gun in 3 classes. So without further ado, guys, I know I know a lot of you guys are kind of struggling with this one, and even me, it's kind of hard. It's not like the other Call of Duties. There's a lot more camping involved, so it's harder to play aggressive. But I'm going to show you how to play aggressive. So let's hop into it. All right. So, first things first, let's hop into the controller settings, okay? There's something I want to explain here. If you watch other YouTube videos, they're going to tell you to pick the stick and move, and that's what I roll with. That's not really accurate, because it depends on your playstyle, guys. If you're a guy who's not as aggressive and you don't rush a lot, I rush all the time, and it's still hard. You guys know that if someone gets their sights on you in this game, it's hard to shoot them while running and stuff like that. So I do not recommend this. I do not recommend stick and move unless you're very experienced. Because you need to stick with drop shotting. Drop shotting is probably one of the best things to use, one of the best tactics to use. Okay, so I don't recommend default, guys, at all. Do not use default, even if you just bought the game. Now keep in mind, for all the advanced people watching this, I do have some newcomers as well to this game, so I'm kind of trying to explain it the best way I can. So if you're not as aggressive, if your playstyle is not as aggressive as rushing and stuff like that, I recommend just use tactical. Okay. That way you can drop shot. And if you don't know how to drop shot, I'm sure they have YouTube videos on there. But I would stick with that. And your sensitivity, I'd put it at about 12. Okay. That's if you're going to use this style. If you're going to use this style of play, have your sensitivity maybe about 12 to 15 maybe, and get used to that, and have tactical. Okay. Down here, these are all the same no matter what, so I'll walk you guys through those. Excuse me. So now, if you're more of an aggressive style player and you rush a lot, then I recommend the stick and move. That way you jump with R3. You click R3 and it jumps for you, and that is very effective, you guys. Very, very effective. If you're gonna rush, you jump and shoot at the same time, and I would keep. This is what I have on this one. So I have stick and move, because that's just my style, and I have 8 and 8. So it's not as fast as tactical, because whenever I jump, I don't want to feel like I'm on insane and I can't control it. So you don't want it too high. You want to still be able to control the shooting. Alright, boys? So that's just a heads up right there. The aim response curve type, I have it on dynamic. I feel like it's better doing that. And aim assist, I have it on focusing. It being on disabled, I would either have it on disabled or focusing, but I think focusing helps just a little bit. And the audio, so this is what I have. The music volume I have on 15, the dialogue I have on 11. If you have all these all the way up to 100, you need to turn them down. The reason being is because footsteps, fellas. You need to, if you don't already, you need to buy over-the-ear headphones because it will help your game improve so much. So I turn the dialogue down. That's whenever they're like, you know, UAV is inbound and stuff like that. I don't want that too loud. Why does that need to be 100? That is only gonna make you not be able to hear the footsteps more. The music comes on. Let's say you're playing Cyber Attack and you're the last one. Well, the music will start to come on, and you don't want that. So you want to keep it very low, so you can still hear, the enemy's footsteps. Okay. And that's what I do, and I keep this at 100, and I have it on home theater. I feel like it gives me the most, at least for my headphones. Mine might be a little bit different than yours. Alright, and this film grain, just keep it at 0.25. I wouldn't mess with that. And that's basically it. Okay. Now let's get into field upgrades. I always have Dead Silence on. Always, guys. Dead Silence is legit. Your footsteps are like barely noticeable, and if you get a UAV and you have restock, I will show you in a minute what restock is, then Dead Silence will make you unstoppable. And because each kill you get in Dead Silence, it resets, like you get more time. So that's extremely effective, especially if you're a more aggressive style player. Should be restock. Okay. So here we are. So I'm rolling with the M4A1, and I have this on 3 classes. Why? I have these on 3 classes, but I have different attachments, fellas. I have the same perks, as you can see. You don't want to have one class like this, and then the next class you have complete different perks. That's not a good idea, because you want to be able to know how to use those perks. It comes with a different style. So I don't want to have, you know, point man. That's a pointless. That is really pointless. And this high alert is pointless. It doesn't matter. These are trash. So you don't want to use those, guys. I either recommend Tune-Up or Spotter. Spotter is one of my favorite. So I have Cold-Blooded, I have Ghost, and then I have Tune-Up. Now, Tune-Up helps with the field upgrades. Okay. If not, then Spotter. Spotter is basically Bomb Squad. If you've ever played the old Call of Duties, they had Bomb Squad. It's basically Bomb Squad. You can see claymores, you can see stuff like that. I use Spotter maybe like 90% of the time. I just switched to Tune-Up. So this is a perfect setup. Now, let's get into the attachments. So I click on the first gun. I have just a grip. I have a sight. The sight it just comes down to preference. I recommend this Scout Combat. One of my friends showed me this one. This is a very good scope. Okay. I have a laser on there. Now it is the enemies can see, so switch between the first laser, or if you want to have a little bit more pros, then use this one. But the enemies can see the green light, okay, when you're aiming down. So be mindful of that. And then I have a barrel. You gotta have a barrel. Look what the barrel does. Recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range. So you need a barrel on any gun, no matter what it is. And then I have a suppressor on this one. Okay. And then I just have the Desert Eagle. Now, this one right here. It's the same gun, just a little bit different attachments. So I have the same scope. I have the same laser, same grip, the same barrel. So the only thing that I changed was I took the suppressor off and I used this ammunition. So I used a higher 45 caliber rounds, and this gun with this equipped, the damage on this is insane. It is so powerful. Now you only get 10 rounds, but guys, it is so powerful like this. It's unstoppable. It's crazy. And so that's that. Now, let's say, because usually I start off with this first one. So let's say this one doesn't work, then I move on to this one. Now, if I want to be fast-paced and more aggressive, but I don't want to rush. So I want to move fast, but I don't want to rush. Then I will switch to this one. Now, so this is what I did, fellas. I went no stock. So no stock is going to help the mobility. It's going to help you move a lot quicker. And it's going to help you aim down your sights faster. Okay, and then I have sleight of hand. Because I still want to move fast. I want to be right there in the battle. And then I just put a regular, this is just a regular red dot. Okay. If you wanted to go to the full extent, you could take off the red dot and just have it like that. But I enjoy having the red dot. And then I have, I don't know why I still have that one. Then I have the laser. I really don't recommend this laser. I mean, it's okay, but just it being visible, if you're aiming down the sight, they can, I don't recommend it. I want to be as ghostly as I can in this game. And then I have a barrel, of course. Gotta have the barrel. So I keep it the same. So the only thing I did on this one was I just made it faster. So I took off the stock, sleight of hand, red dot. That's it. And it's not a rushing class, but it's close to it. So it goes regular, and then this is if I want a little bit more power in my gun. And then this is kind of like, I want to be aggressive, but I don't want to rush. I want to be very aggressive, but I don't want to rush. So that's what would be this one. And then this would be my rushing class. So I have the MP5, and I have Overkill, and I have a P90. The P90 is insane. Okay. So I have the MP5. I have a suppressor on it. Got a laser. This one I did choose a second one, but just so it helps because it's rushing, so it helps me with my sprint to fire. So that's going to be very helpful. So let's say you're running and someone else has their sights aimed on you. You have a good chance of just stopping right there just because of the speed and killing them. So so there's that. Rear grip, I got a grip on there, and then I got a foregrip. I got a rear grip, and then I got a front grip. Okay, and I went with these high caliber rounds. Okay, the damage, like the damage that I put in the other one and the other gun, the second gun, it is extremely powerful. It makes this submachine gun really powerful. So I highly recommend that. Too bad I don't have Blue Tiger. If you guys know me, you know I love Blue Tiger. Look, I have the Blue Tiger and all this. But then I have the P90. I don't really have many attachments. I still need to unlock them, so I can't really show you that. But maybe I could put the pizza on there. There we go. Home slice. Alright. So I do the overkill. Then I have restock. Okay, so you can recharge your equipment. If you don't like that, then I recommend Ghost. Okay. I don't really recommend Kill Chain. Kill Chain's alright, but you could. Our Hardline's alright, but I'd go with Ghost. Or restock. Okay, and then since I'm rushing, either tune up, so it helps reset my my dead silence, or spotter. Tracker is complete garbage. Do not use tracker. It is garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Amped is I think it's still trash. Battle Hardline is trash. I mean, a flash grenade, if you notice, if you have this equipped, it really does nothing. Okay, so tune-up or spotter is what I recommend. And then I have a claymore on this rushing one, so I can if I'm running from building to building, then I can just set one down, and usually it works. And then I have the stimulant. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, on all these I have the stim, as you can see. On the tactical at the bottom, every class has stim. So I would either pick between stim. This is if you're about to die, you push L2 and you'll get a quick heal. Okay, so that's very effective. The heartbeat sensor is, I don't recommend this. So I either recommend a flash, a stun, or the stim. The stim is what I use, and that just works with my playstyle. Although at times I do wish I had a flash. And then I have a ground war. This is kind of a little bit different. I have a LMG, the M91, and then I have a sniper, and I have kill chain on this one, just because it's ground war. Okay. And if I get a chopper gunner, there's like, what, 30 people on the enemy team, so kill chain does make sense in that case. But you can have whatever you want in ground war, but I just sit and just pick them off, man. Pick them off, man. So I don't really need to go into that. Ground war is ground war. But that's it, guys. So the only thing I have here is I just made this one a little bit faster, and then I have a Russian class. So just keep it simple. You don't want to have all different guns. You don't want to have the kilo and then have a complete different setup on the perks. It doesn't make any sense. So you need to have a certain play style. And that's what has made me more successful. The assault rifles that I recommend, either the Kilo, the M4, or the Scar. The Scar is very good. The AK, I was really upset with the AK in this one. It was honestly it's kind of trashy, guys, and that sucks to say because I've always loved the AK and any Call of Duty, but it's just not good in this one, in my opinion. But I love the Scar. So the Kilo, the M4, or the Scar. I don't recommend the Odin. I don't recommend this. They are powerful. The Odin's extremely powerful, maybe with the silencer on it, but I personally just don't like it. The MP7 and the SMGs is pretty good. The Uzi's alright, but I recommend these, the MP5 or the P90. Or if you're gonna have overkill, then these two together are insane. Shotguns, I recommend the Model 680, and you can put a silencer on this one, and it is pretty good. Or the 725. If you've seen online, everybody uses this shotgun, and it pisses you off. It's freaking insane. So it's very powerful. This one's alright. I don't really care for the automatic. Just be accurate, and you can get them just with one shot with this one, even from a pretty good distance. Okay, just going to LMGs. The only one I recommend is this one, the M91. It's extremely powerful, guys. This one, yeah, I recommend this one, the M91. It's extremely powerful, and the range on this is incredible. You can shoot from so far away, it's ridiculous. I don't recommend any marksman rifles. Not with this game, at least. So let's move on to that. I don't use them. So yeah. Here we go. This one, the AX50, 50 cal. This is the one I use. Sometimes I do get hit markers, so it would be between these two. I don't use the Dragunov, so I would pick between these two, whichever one, guys. They're both good. This one has a little bit more range, but the 50 cal is 50 cal. So there's that. And riot shield, if you're a low queer bag, you can use a riot shield. Okay. And that's it, fellas. So that is my setup. Kill streaks. Let's go into kill streaks. So I have a UAV. Now this is if I play domination. If I'm playing domination, headquarters, team deathmatch, I have this setup. I have a UAV, I have the jet, and then I have Juggernaut. Okay. The advanced UAV is insane. It will show their direction and everything. So that is a very good. I would recommend either the advanced UAV or Juggernaut. I personally like Juggernaut. Even the chopper gunner would be better. Okay, now if I'm playing cyber attack or a small game like that, UAV of course. I will do the cruise missile, and then I might do an I might do like a counter UAV. So I might do counter UAV or just regular UAV. I'd rather just do regular UAV. Turret and the personal radar don't really work that well. So I'd use UAV, the missile, and then maybe you could go for something like this Wilson is pretty good. I wouldn't pick anything up here. It's not likely you're gonna get an 8 kill streak in cyber attack, but I have gotten to about 7, so I recommend one of these. Okay. And let's see, where am I at now? So I'm still in the top 0%. They need to make they're only do it to 10,000. So I'd probably be maybe top 15,000, 20,000 maybe. But anyways, so that's it, guys. That's the setup, and it is extremely effective. So in this video, I'll walk you through what did we go over. We went over the controller setup, and we went over all the class setups and why I run that way. Okay, so it all depends on your play style. If you're not a big rusher, stick to tactical. You don't need to do the stick and move. It's completely pointless at that point. So that is it, fellas. Comment, subscribe, and hit the like button if you would. It helps me out in so many ways. And if you want more content like this, just let me know. Comment down below, and just let me know what type of videos you guys want. And that is it for today, fellas. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.